Hey guys and girls, it is Matty here from Tuckerbox Design. This week I wanted to tackle gesture drawings. It's something I started out with, and definitely some of my drawings looked a little bit bland, but there's definitely some things I've learned along the way that has really helped me out. So hopefully I can impart those tips to you guys and it'll really help you out. So let's get right into it here. This first gesture drawing I did here, I did a whole bunch of these on a bus just recently. And you can see on the left-hand side here, I'm removing the fabric that I drew there. So basically, if in her left hand, if she's holding her skirt or her dress there and pulling it out on one side, then it stands to reason on the other side it's going to hug her body a little bit tightly there. So I thought I'd throw that into the tutorial because gesture drawings are generally done very quickly. So you're going to make some mistakes and things like that, but don't worry about that. You can always go back later on and fix those up. So here I'm drawing this guy, a bit of a stick figure here, and what you want to avoid is a straight back in a gesture drawing. If you draw the back straight, it's very hard after that to make it look really interesting. So in this second instance here, I'm drawing different angles on how the back could be placed and how it could be orientated. And then that'll make a big difference with how the hips are orientated and how the shoulders are orientated. So yeah, that'd be my first tip. Always try to make the back arched or bent over or something like that, and then that'll bring your gesture drawings to life. Okay, so here again I've illustrated the point. I've got a stick figure here and his back is perfectly straight. And there's not many places you can go from there. You can, put the arms in different angles and stuff like that. But this second instance, I've got the back arched there. That's what you're looking for. If you can keep that in mind, then you're going to be in business. So this first drawing here, you can see I've bent the back just a little bit. But you can see there's a bit of an angle there to how her back is orientated. And then this second one here, you can see she's fully bent over. So that makes for an interesting pose to start with. And then you can play around with the arms and stuff like that and just figure out where you want to go from there. And then this last pose, she's kind of bent over, a little bit sort of melancholy or something like that. Or maybe in the beginnings of a bow. So once you've got that back orientated at a different angle, it's where you place the head. Like in this first drawing, you can see she's looking down and away to the right a little bit. This second one, you can see she's looking upwards, and her back is quite arched there. This third drawing here, you can see she's looking away to the left, I guess to her right it would be. And then in this last one, you can see she's looking straight down. So yeah, that's the second tip, is where you place the back and then where you orientate the head. So, looking at a head straight on, you can get some really good drawings that way. But if you start tilting the head and making different sort of movements with the head, then you're going to have a very interesting gesture drawing as well. Now, I popped this in here. For some reason, I draw my gesture drawings so small. Now, this is not a rule or anything like that. Draw them as big or as small as you want to. But, my gesture drawings tend to be about 3 or 4 centimeters across and then 5 centimeters high. Absolutely no idea. Maybe I'm just trying to save paper or something like that. But, yeah, it's just one of those things. Every artist is different, so... And the other thing I wanted to mention too is to get these sort of gesture drawings out and onto the paper, it takes me about 45 minutes to warm up. So, by the time, the 45-minute mark rolls around, and it is different every time, it might be an hour or something like that, I'm really starting to feel it, and you're starting to flow a little bit and whatnot there. So that's something to keep in mind. Don't think, you're going to get gesture drawings looking awesome straight off the hop there. Now, the last tip I wanted to give you is always remember to stay as loose as you can with these things. That's the key. You can see with some of these drawings, it's almost like I'm scribbling to an extent, and that's the only way I could describe it. That's exactly what I was doing. So if you keep that in mind, that'll really help you out as well. Just keep it as loose as you can. Keep that hand as free as you can. And just think about the orientation of the back, how the head's tilted. And then after that, you're laughing. You know, you can put the arms in all sorts of odd, weird angles and all sorts of stuff like that. And then, you know, how the legs are orientated. Once you get that back, a bit of an arch in the back, and then you've got the hips orientated at a different angle and the shoulders orientated at a different angle, you really are set after that. You're looking pretty good after that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to leave that with you. Hopefully that's helped your gesture drawings out. Just try to think of the most strange angles to put the body in and orientate different limbs and things like that. You'll be surprised at how things tend to work out when that's your mentality while you're drawing there. I will talk to you very, very soon. Happy drawing. Okay, see ya.